What's up, guys? Welcome to the TalkingBull podcast. We're bringing you the nerdy news you need to know. I'm Anthony. This is Derek, aka Drock. What's that?
I was like, and I'm Drock, and I thought you were pausing for me to introduce myself.
We'll get this, man. We'll get this.
Yeah,
No, you're good.
One day.
How you doing, D? How you doing?
I'm alive, man.
I feel that on every fundamental level.
Here.
Yeah. Understandable. You know what's not here? Other things. But we are here to talk about the big news from this week. They dropped the Barbie teaser trailer.
Yay!
Fuck no, I don't care about that. I just wanted to see your reaction when I said that.
I was just like in my head, I'm like, just roll with it. He's doing a bit.
He knew I was doing a bit too. Now, earlier I saw the teaser drop, and I was like, I'm literally just gonna say the biggest news this week is the Barbie fucking teaser trailer, and that's what I'm going with.
Is it out on YouTube? Or
yeah. So it leaked yesterday because they put it up with Avatar, right? And then they've officially put it out. I think this morning at some point. But
that's right, Avatar's out, huh?
Yeah.
I have a free movie ticket. I might go see it.
My mom's a fan of the first one. So my dad was telling me today that they might want to go see it on Christmas, and if I wanted to go with them, and I was like, I guess.
Go see it.
Yeah, exactly. It's Christmas, the family thing, so it's whatever. But yeah.
And the first one is definitely a theater experience,
and
I didn't get to experience it that way. So when I watched it, I was like, eh.
Yeah, I did see it at the theater. I don't think I've watched it since, honestly. I've
watched it one other time since.
I don't think I've watched it since. Honestly, I have not watched it since.
Other than the main character, his name's Jake Sully. Isn't that his name?
Yes, I think. I don't know.
He's that guy from those movies.
Yeah, he's I almost said Sam Witwer, but it's not. It's the other guy who was in everything for a while.
Yeah.
Fuck, he was in Terminator too, wasn't he? Yeah.
No, he was in Salvation.
Yeah. It's still Terminator technically.
Yeah, he's in Salvation. Then he was in those movies about Greek mythology. What the fuck were they called?
Clash of the Titans, and then Clash of the somethings. I think I only saw the first one.
I did too, and I was like, this movie is weak.
Yeah, it's weak sauce, bro. Anyways, big news over in the land of comic book movies, man. So as you guys know, James Gunn was hired with his partner, Pete Sullivan. That's not right. Safran. Anyways, James Gunn and this other guy basically is what it's going to come down to always now.
What is he from? Who is he, by the way?
He's a producer, I believe. Yeah, he's a producer. I don't know if he's a director. He's a producer, and he produced Shazam, Aquaman, and the Lego movies, I believe, as well.
So the only successful DC movie.
Exactly. And we're going to get into that. Because a lot of people are being pushy about things. Okay, so everything is gone. Basically, whatever it was on the slate, donezo. They are doing a new slate. They have a plan. Unlike the Cylons, they have a plan. That's a deep cut of a joke that no one will get. It's okay.
The Cylons. I feel like I know it. It's like in the recesses of my brain, but
it's a deep cut. Okay, so the big thing coming out this week, I think the biggest thing coming out of the last 2 weeks though, is Cavill is out as Superman.
Uh-huh.
Even though he was in for like 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna let you keep going. I don't want to interrupt.
No, that's like... There's a lot of mixed feelings on that, because one, I wanted him to be Superman, but two, like, DC's had 10 years to do something, and they didn't. And then they got the go-ahead. There's a lot of bullshit floating around with The Rock and what he did. And there's a lot of bullshit on that side as well. With The Rock and Black Adam and the finances and a bunch of other things with that movie. But that movie's dead in the water too. That's a bust. They're not doing Black Adam too. He's done. And now he's just shit talking DC and Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got the go-ahead to announce that he was coming back. But this was before Gunn and other guy were hired. So now there's a complete transference of people who are going to be running these things. And I guess, yeah, they had a meeting and they're like, look, we're doing this. It doesn't fit our vision. We're kind of going to start the slate clean. Unfortunately, that means you can't play Superman. And that's kind of sucks, but like, he's been sitting on the shelf for like 10 years. DC's done fuck all with him.
Yeah, and the stuff that they did do with him was not good.
No.
I can't remember too much from Man of Steel, him and BVS. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But then again, I mean, that movie was kind of a shit show for what it was up until they released the director's cut, which is the cut that should have come out, even though it was incredibly long. It was the better version of that movie.
And explains like a third of the plot a lot better.
Yep. And I won't get into that because that's a whole.
Trust me, on this podcast, we have beat that fucking horse to death.
All right, well, moving on then. But yeah, no, and then in the Justice League movie, both versions of it, it's just generally just, okay, cool, whatever. I'm at a point now where I'm kind of tired of seeing him as that character, and maybe it's just the suit because it just reminds me of the Zack Snyder stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's same with Batfleck. Like, I liked him as Batman. I think he's like the perfect Bruce Wayne, but just like Henry Cavill, it's like what they were given to work with was just not
garbage. Like, it was garbage.
And now we have Rob Pat as Batman, and I'm like, please just give me more of this. That's all I want. Like, it is the best adaptation of Batman in my opinion. It stays true to the comic books and everything else.
I think it's the best adaptation of a current Batman.
Yeah.
I think they nailed the mythos of the current, like, last few generations of what Batman is.
Yeah.
Not the previous, like, because Keaton's Batman will always be top Batman. But this movie is...
Your opinion?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. This to me, this is the Batman that is now type of shit. Yeah. Like, not necessarily in the comics, but how he's perceived. And I, not to go on a long tangent, but I think a lot of people, especially comic book people, the hard cut comic book people, always perceive Batman as the fucking Dark Knight Batman. That's all they fucking see is that Batman. That's all the Batman they ever want. And I'm like, it was like 2 books. Let it fucking go.
Yeah. I know we were talking about Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah.
But no, I'll go off on a little tangent again since we're on the topic of Batman currently. But like, I saw somebody shitting on Robert Pattinson's Batman the other day, calling him emo. Batman isn't emo. Batman doesn't do these things. And I'm like, have you ever read a Batman comic?
No, that's the problem. Half of these people don't read a goddamn comic book.
I'm like, he is sad and angry because he watches family murdered in front of him. That's like he is the epitome of emo. Like, that's why he's Batman. And the monologue, him talking to himself, I'm sad my parents died. That's his thing.
But again, people, like, he's not the Batman right now. He's like this, like, emerging Batman. He's not the Batman Bruce Wayne that you expect him to be. He's not 40 years in Batman, where he's got the entire Bat family and he's getting married to Selena Kyle, hanging out with Nightwing and shit, where he's like joking around with his kids and shit. He is early ages Batman. Like, get that up there, guys. There's such a disconnect between a lot of the interpretations that it's like, oh, that's not Batman. I'm like, that's not Batman right now. Like, that's Batman reimagined. That's Earth 1 normal Batman at the beginning stages of Batman.
Nope. Exactly. And people just don't understand that.
No.
But to go back onto the Henry Cavill thing
Yeah.
as Superman, because I don't want to get too far away from that. But like, so many people are like, suddenly everyone is upset that he's not going to be Superman anymore. Like, there's like, I sent you a screenshot in the middle of the night because I was on Twitter going,
Yeah.
I saw the hashtag turning fire James Gunn, and I'm like, all these people are mad at him, but it's like all these decisions were made before he got there
Yeah.
for Henry Cavill to come back, like you had said earlier. But it's like, it's not his fault. It's like, no, we want to make this our own thing. We want to kind of start fresh from scratch. And in the tweets that I showed you and you've seen, it's James Gunn wants to work with them. I mean, look, like
He's stated that there is a role for him. It's just not Superman. What that is, I don't know. We'll have to see. Because again, we're back in this fucking waiting pattern that I hate being in with DC. But at least it seems that now they have their plan of what they want to do. And like, again, we're speculating because we have no fucking clue. But he said in January, everything will be a lot clearer and we'll get this going forward. But what this is now and what has been coming out with the meeting that he had with the heads up and all these people he met with, whether it be Affleck, Cavill, Patty Jenkins, we'll get to that in a minute, and the higher ups at Warner Brothers, DC, whatever you want to be, they're starting fresh. They've had these conversations. They're like, we can't keep the baggage of old and start new. We can't hold on to that. The only things that are going forward, I guarantee you, and they've already confirmed this, and I'm going to speculate on one because I'm not too sure, is the Batman, which has no connection to the Snyderverse, which is, I think, the only reason it's good. It's in its saving graces. Other than the fact it's an amazing movie. The Joker movie, because it has no connection to it. And honestly, I think Shazam is going to be okay. Because it's not technically connected to the wider scale of the DC universe, and also Peacemaker and its spin-off, or Peacekeeper, and the Batman spin-off Penguin show are all fine, as well as the J.J. Abrams Superman movie with Earth 2 Superman are all fine.
Is that still happening?
Yeah, they've stated it's still happening. It's fine.
So we're getting a J.J. Abrams Superman as well as a James Gunn Superman.
But it's Earth 2 Superman.
Yeah, wasn't it rumored though that, not rumored, I thought it was said that the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman was Earth 2, so those might be connected.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Pattinson's Batman's in this weird flux of like they want to keep it going, but they don't know if they want to tie it to the overall like whatever they're building towards with all these new slates of movies.
Yeah,
but
I
like
say this, though, I would love to see Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams characters like be in the same universe, just because I was introduced to both those directors at the same time with Cloverfield.
Yeah,
like they're the two who worked on Cloverfield, and you don't understand my level of hype on that fucking movie when it came out.
I think I can.
But the fact that I've been a big Matt Reeves J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves fan since then, and I love pretty much all their work. I've never been. I'm not disappointed by anything they've ever done.
I like Abrams. I think he's a lot. But I like him. And Reeves, I really only know from Batman. I can't think of anything else that I've seen that he's done. I probably have
movies?
The which?
The Apes, Planet of the Apes.
Oh right, hey, okay. I was blanking on that. I see. That's like, to me, I don't even associate those with him. I associate those with the
guy who plays Caesar.
Yeah. God, I'm blanking on his name.
It's right. I know you're talking about fucking Alfred from the Batman.
yeah, dude. Fucking, that's all. Gollum and shit. I can't think of it. Yeah, he's but I think of those as his movies for some reason. Mainly because he's most of the plot. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see this Batman interact with other characters in an area, and god damn it, I hate the internet so much sometimes. Because of all the speculation, everyone's like, "Oh, this Batman's too grounded to be in a superhero universe." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, did you watch this movie, motherfuckers? Like, he's not that grounded. Like, they flooded all of Gotham and everything was kind of okay. Like, if it's It's
Yeah.
okay, it's grounded for its first movie, but there's still ways to go. Like it doesn't have to be that grounded.
Yeah. I mean, you've got fucked up Joker.
You got
And that's the thing
fucked
about
up
Batman.
Riddler.
Batman has no superpowers. Anything you do with him is going to be grounded
Yeah,
until you do
I
another
hate
villain.
that. Like I hate that. Like, oh, we can't include this Batman because he's grounded. And I'm like, so what? We're gonna go back to 9 different Batmans again? That's this problem with this DC Snyderverse shit is that they filmed so much crap we don't know who's who.
Yeah, and again, going back to like them switching characters and stuff. That's switching actors. I'm 100% okay with that because people will confuse it later on. Like people
Yeah,
will be like, "Oh yeah, this is connected." It's like, no, and you have to remind me, none of this is connected, even though it's the same actors. Just look at it
yeah.
as a multiverse thing. I did have an idea. What if DC finally gets to the Crisis
See,
stuff?
that's where
And
we can like way down the line. Let's bring some of these people back and we can do a crisis.
exactly,
But we have to fucking build to a crisis other than the crisis that is normally at DC. If you
yeah,
go back and
and
look, we constantly talk about this crisis because DC has no fucking clue what they're doing ever. And for once they have someone who has a plan, let's see what he does first. Like
I,
everyone is
I
so on Zack Snyder's dick still that they cannot let this fucking universe go. Guys, this universe sucked. The movies were
it did,
garbage. They
it
bombed
did.
constantly. They got outmatched by third tier, fourth tier fucking Marvel characters. Think about this. The top trinity of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman and your Justice League got outmatched by Guardians of the fucking Galaxy. Don't pretend like your universe is fantastic. Zack Snyder can't fucking tape his way out of a plastic bag. He'd shoot it for 4 fucking hours and then cut it into a movie. I cannot, like, he's not good. The man shoots 7 hours of footage and you have to get a movie out of it.
It's like The Watchmen. I like the idea of The Watchmen, but like again, that movie's another like it's just hard to get through. It's so much, and it just feel like it drags.
Because again, he shot 9 hours of footage.
my my favorite Zack Snyder movie though is the Dawn of the Dead remake.
See, mine is Watchmen, and that's a fucking problem. I can't stand him anymore. I don't think he's a good director anymore. I think he's done.
Yeah, I'm done with his universe. I'm tired of it. I want something fresh. I want to see DC be DC.
Yeah.
The DC that we want. And that's another thing. It's like people are on Twitter losing their fucking mind and on the internet going, oh, you said you were gonna listen to what the fans want. The fans want Henry Cavill. I'm like, none of you motherfuckers wanted him until he got fired. Like,
I've wanted him since they fucking won, but oh, I know.
Well, I just mean like.
Oh yeah, no, they've been. Yeah.
But and everyone's also like, oh, he quit The Witcher to be Superman. It's like, no.
I mean,
quit The Witcher
in fairness, it did look like that, but yeah, you're right. It's the other thing.
Yeah. It's creative. It just all kind of happened at the same time. So
Yeah.
he had a backup plan. Was like, okay, I'm coming back as DC. I mean, as Superman. But wasn't it The Rock who brought him in? It wasn't necessarily DC.
No, it was The Rock, and that's a whole other thing with Black Adam.
We're gonna get you to come back.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. We didn't agree to this.
Yeah. All right, so we've addressed Batman and Cavill. Let's get to Wonder Woman because this was another big thing. There was a lot of Hang on. The first 75% of the first Wonder Woman is a fantastic movie. It just falls apart at the end.
You mean DC's Captain America origin story?
No, Wonder Woman, fantastic character.
Oh,
First 75% of that movie is fantastic. The end is dog shit. The second movie is fucking god awful. So that's.
I like Wonder Woman. Don't like. Okay, I have no problems with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I just don't like those movies.
No,
like
that's fair. That's fair because again, Patty Jenkins sucks. Her first movie is good, and then I don't know what happened in the second movie, but she was just like, "Let's do this." And you're like, "This is a terrible plan. This is a terrible movie. This is terribly executed. what the fuck are you thinking? And now everyone's like, you didn't give her a chance to finish her trilogy. I'm like, you didn't watch the second one, motherfuckers. Why do you want to watch again? Why do you want to watch mediocre shit? Oh, she didn't get to finish her trilogy, but I didn't watch the second one. But I want to see where she finishes it off with what? Why?
I don't know, man.
Like,
These people are wild, dude. These people are insane.
and all these people who are like, oh, they'll let the Flash movie. We'll get to that. We'll let the Flash movie come out, but we're not gonna get the third Wonder Woman. Motherfuckers, the Flash movie's done. Stop using that. They have to release it. They have to.
Yep.
It's not like Batgirl where they can just write it off and get $40 million. The Flash cost them a shit ton of money.
Yep.
They have to put it out.
And the fact that everyone's like, "Oh, Ezra Miller, blah blah blah," it's like, look, they're not
Yes,
working with
he's a piece of shit, and he's done too. They're all gone. Yes, Ezra Miller sucks ass. They can go to hell. He's a horrible dipshit of a human being. We all know this. Am I gonna see The Flash? You're fucking straight I am, because I want to see the clusterfuck that is this movie.
I just want to see it just because I'm a Flash fan in general. I just want to see what they do.
I'm a Flash fan, but whatever the fuck they did, that's not The Flash.
Neither is the TV show on CW.
Fuck you, I like that one because Grant is awesome. The problem with the Flash on the CW is the goddamn CW. Now, if you want to go back and watch 106 podcasts before that, we ripped that motherfucker a new one. Your best movie is Aquaman, and that says something.
And that's not even.
And people hate that movie too. So why do you want the Snyderverse?
I couldn't even get through it, man. And the rumor of Jason Momoa coming back as Lobo,
the main man,
like, please,
the main man,
perfect.
Like, he can do it. Let's do it. That motherfucker can do it.
You want to know why? Because he in the Justice League movie it's Whedon's cut, but the part where he's like, my man,
yeah,
that is fucking Lobo. Like he is perfect for Lobo.
Yeah.
Why Aquaman? I know they were trying to make Aquaman relevant and cool, but it's like, come on.
I mean, Aquaman, again, comic, man. Aquaman is not the fucking fish talker dude everyone thinks he is.
I know, he's a badass.
No, I know you know this, but the average moviegoer sees Aquaman and they're like...
He's my favorite character to play in Injustice.
So you started off... It's just like, look at this fucking objectively. You started with Man of Steel, a movie that laid the whole entire foundation for your DC universe, right? Horribly captivized, like people hated it, people loved it. It's a weird take on the Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's see what you do going forward. Oh no, okay, we're jumping right into it. Okay, we're jumping into Batman v Superman. Okay, whatever. Again, terrible fucking movie. The plot is asinine. Doomsday looks like dog shit. And you recut it to set other things up. The best part in that movie is Wonder Woman. Yeah. Batman has no reason to hate Kal-El. Like it's stupid. Oh, all of these movies just get worse. Like, why do you want this? Why?
Go straight to the Avengers without having any build-up. It's like, okay.
It's Justice League. Man. Justice League sets up 5 movies that didn't happen. It's like
we're gonna get a Cyborg movie, and then that went the fucking shit fast.
Because apparently, people at Warner Brothers are racist. They might be, but also the actor's an asshole. Like, he doesn't help his case. And I've shit on this guy numerous times. He's an ass. Like, so.
I don't know much about him outside the stuff that I've heard.
Yeah, he's an ass. Like, straight up. Like, I don't know.
That's a weird area. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just like, we're still getting Blue Beetle, which I'm really excited for. We saw the cool logo. Jaime Reyes, let's go. Blue Beetle's like his, he's been rising up due to Young Justice. He's in the comics and stuff like that. People love him.
Have you seen the suit?
Yeah, looks dope. Looks fucking awesome.
It's practical too.
Yeah, looks like the Blue Beetle suit. Practical. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see this movie.
Do we know anything about this movie?
We know very little about this movie.
That's awesome me right there, because I didn't even know they were filming it. And then I
Oh
saw
yeah,
set pictures.
oh yeah,
I was like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. It's gonna be good. I have all
So
the faith in it.
is this set in the Snyderverse, or is this another one of their Elseworld stories,
I
like how
think it's
Joker
one of
was?
those ones where it's just like Shazam. It's just there, which I think why it works.
Okay, see,
And,
I
and
like Shazam. I'm
and
excited
like,
for the new one.
you know what really sucks is I wanted to see the train wreck that was Batgirl. I had no faith
I
in
was
this movie from the get go, but I just wanted to see the train wreck that was this movie.
I wanted to watch it because of Brendan Fraser. I want to support him. I like that he's back doing stuff. Um,
Bro,
I was excited that he was in
let's
it,
go.
but
I
you
love
know,
that man.
me too.
Give all
Me
that
too.
love to the man. What they
Yep.
did to him was awful, and I am
Uh huh.
so glad he's back.
Yep. I can't believe that like he doesn't realize how loved he was by fans, because like you, I think we've
My
talked about this
God,
before.
watching him just react to the love he gets from everybody is just it's amazing, and
Yep.
he's fantastic, and he's just such a chill dude, and like he's great. I watched the interview thing with him and Sandler. It's fucking awesome. Like,
I haven't
can
seen
we?
that.
Oh yeah, it's great. Go look it up. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Him and Sandler sit down and do one of those actor to actor interview things. They're just messing
Okay.
around, joking around, having a great time. He's just such a humble fucking kick ass dude. And
Yeah.
like they asked him, they're like, "Would you do the Mummy again?" And he's like, "Do you have a script?" And I'm like, "Let's go," because
Oh
even
yeah,
that
yeah,
third one
yeah.
that sucked was still good. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
In order for him to do that, though, it's like my man's he's got to lose.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He's not. Yeah, he knows. I get that.
It's like I wanted to watch Bad Boys 3, but I saw Martin Lawrence, and I'm like, come on, my guy, like,
He did okay. Amazing. He did okay. I thought he was
yeah,
gonna be really bad, and like as a dude who used to be smaller and is now bigger, I understand. Like,
yeah. No, I trust me, bro. This camera, I don't know how I'll look from your
dude, why do
perspective.
you think I shoot so high up?
I got dad bod, man.
I've had dad bod since I was 26.
Oh man, but yeah, I I'm
Yeah, like
I don't know.
so they met with Patty Jenkins. They sat down, said, "Look, we're not going forward with this movie." Blah blah blah. And DC collectively went, "Thank God," because now they don't have to pay Gal Gadot $20 million, and they don't have to pay Patty Jenkins a shit ton of money either. I was reading one of the articles, and I have like 27 articles open on my phone for this crap because so much
Yeah,
stuff was coming out of it. And just
I
like
was in.
trying to get like actual articles to like fans just putting out this bullshit plot synopsis for what the movie was gonna be. Wild ride,
Uh,
man.
yeah. See, everyone was upset about the Michael Keaton reveal of what that movie was supposed to be that got canceled.
Oh, with Batgirl?
No, it was supposed
Oh,
to be.
yeah, that sucks. But you know what? It probably would have sucked too. So
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, no, let's build up to that. Let's build up to Batman Beyond. Like,
dude, I would have loved the Batman Beyond movie, but like you got to treat that thing with care because Batman Beyond is beloved for a character that started off with the most hate of anyone other than maybe Miles Morales.
no, Jason Todd.
See, Jason
No one.
Todd's not hated.
He was. Do you know the backstory on why they initially killed him?
Yeah, but like not as much as like a character like I think Miles got more hate than Jason Todd.
I guess I don't know.
Because a
I
lot of
don't
that
watch enough
phone thing was
HBO.
rigged. Killing off Todd was rigged too.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
But
I know a lot of people. I guess that's true. I guess a lot of people did it because they were like, "Oh, let's see if they'd really do it." I forgot. I
exactly.
think that was
Like
the
he does get a
reason.
lot of hate back then, what understandably because he was the second one and he was a little dipshit. So I get it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Miles takes a lot on the chin.
yeah. I love
And
Miles though. I was
oh, I
listening
love
to
Miles too. I think he's a great character.
I was listening to Into the Spider Verse soundtrack earlier.
I just have that
Actually,
one
for the
song.
last
I just
movie,
have that main song. The
Sunflower.
yeah, yeah. It's on my. I
Yeah,
just every time I'm just jamming out, man. It's so good. I
I
love it.
fucking love it. I was listening to the album and I'm like, I got me hyped. I'm like, I want to rewatch this movie.
I
It's
gotta
such a
rewatch it
fantastic
though.
movie.
That man.
We're
Just
talking about DC though.
yeah. We'll get. There's so much stuff with DC. It's just fucking an hour of shitting on DC, which I'm okay with, honestly. It's like it deserves it. Like, yeah, I know a lot of people worked hard on these movies and stuff, but they're just bad. They're inherently bad. Like,
like I said, like the Batman is the only one that I was like, that's a 3-hour fucking movie. And when that movie ended, I was like, please give me more. When when BVS ended,
Yeah.
I was like,
no more.
ugh. I
No
was like,
more.
what did I just sit through? And the thing is, I will say this, since I'm new to the podcast, technically, I've only ever been on like one other episode or two.
Yeah.
I do like your streams with you and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, so my perspective on that movie is I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. I went and saw it because it was one of those things that's like I wanted to like it.
Yeah.
I wanted to support it. It's like watching the old Doom movie with The Rock. I wanted to like it. I bought it.
I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it.
Carl Urban, that movie's...
See, my problem is I don't have that attachment that you do to Doom. So to me, Doom is just a shitty action movie. To me.
I mean, it could have been, but it was so dark.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was
no,
it was Game of Thrones dark.
It was like, where the fuck are the? It's like,
where did everybody go? I don't fucking know. They're over there. Who knows?
Like
Who knows?
Alien versus Predator. I hate saying that word because I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Requiem. Yeah. That movie's dark too.
Like you're watching, you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Get that movie, turn all the lights on, not because you're afraid, because you can't fucking see anything.
Yeah. It's like up the brightness, and even then you're like, oh, what is happening?
Yeah. But you're right though. Like, yeah, go ahead.
No. I forgot what I was saying.
You want these movies to be good.
Yeah, like I wanted them to be good.
Yeah.
But
that's the. Yeah.
They just weren't. And then, like I mentioned before, like when they released the Snyder cut, the director's cut, and I was like, oh wow, this is a long ass fucking movie, but okay, I actually like this a lot better. But I've already been burned, so no thank you. And
yeah, because it adds more of the plot back in that explains shit that happens in the movie, which shouldn't be cut out.
My other beef with a lot of the DC movies, the Snyder stuff, and I'm glad it's getting cut. It was like 95% CG.
Yeah.
Like I feel like looking at anything Aquaman, which Aquaman wasn't Snyder, that was James Wan, right?
Yeah.
But it was still set in the same universe. That whole movie, everything just looked fake. It has this style, this light. It just everything about it it looked very 300 to me.
Yeah. I give it. Yeah. See, I like Aquaman. I think it's a great movie. I've actually watched that more than I have any other DC sense. I haven't watched Man of Steel in years. I haven't watched Batman and Superman in years. I only watched the Justice League cut because it was the Snyder cut because I wanted to see the difference, and I walked out of that going, all right.
It ended and I was like, oh wow, this would have been a much better movie.
And not by much. But again, you took my best scene out of that movie, which is Whedon's thing with Batman. Him actually being Batman. Doing detective stuff with the Parademon. Trying to figure shit out. What's going on at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah.
On the rooftops. To me, that was the best fucking scene. And that was Whedon.
I forgot about that.
And he's a piece of shit too.
Where it looks like The Dark Knight, you mean? Like where the classic scene of him grappling?
Yeah, he's doing Batman shit.
Yep.
And he looks badass.
Yep. Like I said, man, I love Batfleck. I liked his Batman. I wanted to see more, but I would have liked to see more Batman, not more Batman and Friends.
Yeah. See, my problem with DC's approach to storytelling in Snyderverse is, yes, it was Batman and Friends. And it was just, why was everything so dark and moody? The DC universe as a whole is not dark and moody. Not every character is dark and moody. You can't apply the same template to all these characters. It doesn't work. They tried that with Superman. Superman's not that character. His whole thing is truth, justice, and the American way for like years. Granted, it's not, they don't use that slogan now. They use truth, justice, and whatever the fuck he says now. But like, that's not his character. He's always been the beacon of hope, of light.
Yeah, so
he's the light to the darkness. Like, don't make him dark. That's why Reeves' Superman is so revered even to this day. Every movie that is Superman, or Superman in general, is measured up to that movie.
Yeah.
Because he was light. You could believe a man could fly because you wanted to. And you wanted that character to succeed. Man of Steel, he spent half the movie being sad. Like,
much like my life.
yeah,
my life.
like I don't want to watch my life on the big screen. I'm living it now. No, thank you.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm just glad. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's all canned. I'm glad we're getting reboots. Not reboots. Like we're getting, because I don't think James Gunn is gonna go, oh, everyone needs an origin story. It's like
he's already stated the Superman movie that he is writing. He is not directing. He's stated it is not an origin story. It is a young Clark Kent Superman working at the planet. And I'm like, okay.
Is it a year 2 Superman story?
I don't know. I don't. Also, let him fight something.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
I've read something that The Rock doesn't want anything to do with the Shazam movie.
Which pisses me off, because how do you make Black Adam without Shazam?
Dude, that's what I said. And then
I still stand by this statement.
Nope, I'm right there with you, bro. I saw someone in the comments on Twitter. They were just like, they're like, the only reason anyone knows who Black Adam is because of Shazam. Like, he's Shazam's villain. Like,
yeah, honestly though, like, I've got this. This is my problem. I have the same problem with Sony trying to build their Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. Bro, we don't give a shit about a Morbius movie. He fights Spider-Man or he teams up with him.
Yep.
Stop trying to make it happen. They announced today that Donald Glover is gonna be he's doing a movie.
What?
Yeah, I have it right here. Hang on.
He's not gonna come back as the Prowler?
He's doing something. Hang on, I have it somewhere. I have 87 fucking things open. Yeah, here we go. Donald Glover to star and produce Sony movie about the Hydro Hustler.
So is that his character from?
No, it's a Marvel it's a Marvel fucking Spider-Man villain that appeared in 1978. Bro, if you have to go that deep of a cut that I don't know who the fuck these villains are, you're going too hard.
Well, I mean, they're already doing that. Don't they have like some other villain that they're doing? It's some.
Yeah, with the Spanish dude. I can't think of it. Yeah. Why? You're doing a Madam Web movie without Spider-Man.
We're gonna have a Kraven movie without Spider-Man.
Bro, I read the plot to that movie, and if that's the legit plot to the movie, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, it was gonna suck to begin with.
Sony is making live-action movies with a mentality that it's still 2001, bro. Like, they're pulling in
Amazing Spider-Man 2 all over again. They're setting up shit for no one has to see, and we don't even know if we want yet.
I despise Venom. I know you said you enjoy it for what it is, but I despise the Venom movie. They are not good. They are shit movies.
Whoa. First of all, the first Venom is fine. Like, and like, fine with an emphasis on okay-ish. The second one is straight up awful. You've managed to ruin 3 characters in that movie. Venom, Carnage, and Shriek.
Yep.
Yeah, or whatever the fuck her name was. Yeah, you managed 3 of them.
Luckily, I didn't technically pay for that movie. Like, I have like my Cinemark app where like
I didn't fucking pay for that movie.
I
don't fucking pay for that movie.
I went and used my free ticket, and I saw it.
Me too. I used a free ticket. Fuck that! I didn't pay for that fucking movie. Fuck, I wasn't paying to see that piece of shit. Fuck that, man. I didn't pay to see Morbius either. Wait, did I pay to see Morbius? I gotta stop giving Marvel money.
We're gonna give Marvel and Sony.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give Marvel money. They can make whatever the fuck they want. Even their garbage is better than half the crap that Sony's gonna put out.
This is true. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's a standard for these movies, and Marvel has definitely set that, and DC needs to step up their game. Which, again, I know I keep going back to it, but it's like the only it's the only one I can go to right now. It is the Batman. That is like, to me, that is what DC needs to hit.
Yeah,
they need to hit that bar.
Yeah,
where you're gonna portray stuff that happens in the comic book on the like you can what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like you can convey what happens in the comic book on the big screen properly.
You've got 100 years of stories to pull from.
Yep.
Stop pulling random shit and trying to shove it together.
Yep. Stop trying to make them the characters that they're not. Stop trying to change who they are.
Yeah.
Like
they tried this whole fucking thing with the Flash and it ruined the Flash.
What do you mean?
Like in the show? Or? No, the movie with I don't know if what they're doing in the Flash, but in Batman v Superman, the Flash is awful. They kind of fix him in the Justice League, but he's awful.
Yeah, but see, I liked him in the Snyder.
I know what they were going for, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
They tried to. I know that's not how the Flash operates. He's not broken because of his Flash powers. He just thinks faster. But he still operates like a normal goddamn human being. Yeah. Like, it's just...
And he can still be funny and, kind of like wisecracking. He's the Spider-Man of them.
Yeah. But where's the Barry Allen, like, police detective guy working at the thing? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, where's that? Where's his villains? You know what I mean? Like, the Flash has it has the third best rogues gallery out of any of the heroes.
They were in the Suicide Squad.
True. Again, there's a better movie that no one watched. Because the Suicide Squad is good.
Talking about James Gunn's?
Yeah, the Suicide Squad is good.
I liked it. I hated they killed that. Well, spoilers. I hated that.
Oh, we're way past spoilers. It's fine.
Yeah, I hated that they killed a lot of the characters in it. There were certain ones I'm like, come on.
Yeah, well, the movie's called Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, like.
That being said, I do. Sorry to cut you off. I do want the Ayer cut of. Is it Ayer? Yeah, the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. Yeah.
I liked that Suicide Squad movie when it came out. Like, I enjoyed it. I was like, oh wow, this was entertaining. I like this movie.
See, my problem with that movie is that it falls into the early 2000s trap of fighting blue shit in the sky.
Yeah, there you go.
Amazing Spider-Man, I'm looking at you. Why is he fighting blue shit in the sky? Yeah. Every movie from that area was like giant blue things. Ninja Turtles, Amazing Spider-Man, Suicide Squad, fucking Power Rangers. All of this was just blue shit in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I do want to see the Ayer cut.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like that people shit. Another thing I've been seeing is people shitting on James Gunn just like they did on the original Suicide Squad. With the music and them having the music in the movies, because like I really like that movies when a movie has a good soundtrack, like it adds to it.
I hope he doesn't lean too hard into that with Superman, because Superman needs to be, I think, orchestral. Like we've seen that, the original Superman. Obviously, the theme is fantastic. That's one of the best movie themes of all time.
Yeah.
Man of Steel has its own, which is very good as well. And then 2016's Superman Returns, also very orchestral. So I don't want James Gunn's whole, and I don't think he will, and I'm not saying he will. I don't want him to make everything look like Suicide Squad, Guardians, Peacemaker with the music.
Yeah, no, I 100% feel you. I'm just talking about when people do shit on him about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I like it. I think everything he's picked for.
I think certain characters it works for, but you have to be very like Lobo. I think would work perfect in that type of thing.
Dude, but give some like heavy metal shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. He like just like and him doing fourth wall jokes and shit like that. That's perfect for Lobo. It'll work for that. But like, your Supermans and your whatnot, like, dude. DC, stop being afraid of the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
We're past Ryan Reynolds. He's Deadpool now. He wants to own the Ottawa Senators. He owns a soccer team. He owns Cricket Mobile that our government will not have here. Mint Mobile. Cricket Mobile is another thing. Let the Green Lanterns free. You have 7 or 8 of them. You have 8 Green Lanterns. Pick one, Jon Stewart, and go. Okay? It's fine. You're going to be okay. Let's do it.
I'm upset because our Jon Stewart is now in the DC universe, the Jon Stewart I wanted. But,
Yeah.
I wanted Idris Elba to be...
As much as I would love a Hal, I think you need to go with Jon Stewart because a lot of people our age who are going to see these movies and slightly younger skew know the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah.
That is Jon Stewart. Everybody knows him as the Green Lantern. I think you need to put him out there. If you're not going to do Hal, you got to do Jon.
Yep.
Let's get this Green Lantern universe going. They got millions of them.
Yep. You can have the other ones in there, but I really do. I truly feel like Jon Stewart or Hal need to be the focus. If not, have both.
And then just have someone come and punch Guy Gardner in the face, and it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will say this, though. I mean, like, James Gunn's the perfect person to do Green Lantern because it's space and he did Guardians.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the Guardians. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, and they don't even have to touch Earth ever. No. There are so many stories, so many lanterns. Like, you can have your Sinestros, your Red Lanterns, your all of this. Go do your space stuff. Do it. You have let's go. Nightwing. Bring out Nightwing. Please. I want my boy Nightwing. I want a Nightwing movie. Nightwing's amazing. I want to get to a point where Batman can finally have sidekicks.
Yeah.
Every time we get a new Batman, he has to start over again. And we don't get Robins. Or Nightwings.
Yep.
Or Batgirls. Granted that... I know I'm going to take a lot of flack for this at some point. If anyone ever watches this as much as I pretend they do. For saying with the Batgirl shit. But Batgirl was going to be bad. They said it looked like a bad CW episode. And that's bad.
Ooh.
If you're saying it's a bad episode of CW, you're talking like Flash season 4 through 17. And the end part of Arrow. Like, it was going to be bad. You could use her in other stuff. Just use her. No one saw it. Just have her come back and play Batgirl again.
Yeah. That would be definitely for sure the way to go.
I want DC to make their 5-6. Cyborg is not in the goddamn Justice League. Fuck off. I want them to make their 5-6 people. No, fuck you. He doesn't know. It's Martian Manhunter. Fuck you. I will die in this fucking hill. Cyborg is a goddamn Teen Titan, and he needs to stay in his group. Put Martian Manhunter back on the roster where he goddamn well belongs. That's right.
No, I feel you.
I
just saw something.
What's up?
And I was waiting for you to finish because I'm just like, holy shit.
No, I just wanted a tirade at school. Should have called this a talking tirade. No, I just want them to make the 6 main guys work. That's all I want. You got 1.5 to work last time. Let's make it more. Anyways, what's up? What'd you see?
Superman, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot's cameos in The Flash have been cut.
There's a shocker. This DVD is going to be like 9 DVDs because it's going to have 37 different cameos because they taped so much stuff. They've got Batfleck cameos, they got Keaton cameos, they had Cavill, they had Wonder Woman. Like, who else is in this fucking movie?
I just want to see this movie because I'm a big Flashpoint fan, and I hate that they were directly going there. But it's like I just want to see what this movie is, and it's like, what do you do with it now?
Again,
is it going to end where he comes back and you're just supposed to assume everything's changed, so everything you see after that?
No, it's gonna end it's gonna end setting up shit that's never gonna see the light of day.
What if it ends and when he comes back through the fucking not Time Force? Is it the Time Force? No.
Nope, those are the Power Rangers.
Yeah, the Time Force. What is this thing called?
I don't know what you're aiming for.
The when he runs real fast and he goes the speed force.
Oh, the Speed Force. I'm like, I'm still stuck on Time Force.
What if when the movie ends and he comes back through the Speed Force, it's a completely different actor, and that's how they reveal who's playing the Flash from here out?
Or Grant just shows up and punches him in the face for ruining the Flash.
Do you think he has a cameo in the movie?
Yes, I do.
The cameo from the show crosses over with the movie?
Yes.
Like, you know for sure.
No, I'm just speculating.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing that movie just to see what it is. Again, Homeboy is a piece of doo-doo.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that thing that you're talking about now, the Hypno Hustler.
Yeah.
Dumb. And I just saw somebody the other day saying, hopefully we get him back as the Prowler. I guess not.
Yeah, no.
Oh! Are we still talking about DC stuff? Do you have anything else you want to say? Because I do have something I wanted to bring up that I thought was really cool.
I'm just reading this thing from the Insider. It says, in case it wasn't clear by now, they're all gone. The ending of Flash won't matter either way. The Snyderverse is officially dead. James Gunn is doing a full reboot. He wants a clean slate.
Good. What about Shazam?
Shazam?
Shazam
doesn't... I don't think it counts. Just like Black Adam... Or, not Black Adam. Well, Black Adam doesn't count either. Black Adam they tried to make out. I don't think Shazam counts. It was never in the overall thing. Like, I don't think he... Yeah, there was that one post-credit scene.
And the post-credit scene. I mean,
yeah.
But that could just be any Superman.
Yeah, but again, it wasn't in the actual movie. So, again, like... No, the post-credit... That's a post-credit scene.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you meant it wasn't...
That could have been any Batarang, though, right? Yeah, like...
Well, that's what I was saying. It could be any Batarang.
Yeah.
And it could have been any Superman.
But even so, it's not in the main movie, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So...
Which... I would have laughed if in the Black Adam, if they would have did the faceless, the headless Superman like they did in Shazam. It's like that's what they did.
Such
Shazam.
a dick move. Such a dick move.
It wasn't Henry Cavill. Well, that was at the time where they didn't know if he was going to come back for it or not.
No, but he was there when they did Shazam. They're just assholes.
No, that's what I was talking about with Shazam. Like that was when they were unsure about everything.
Then you shouldn't have taped them. No, they were just being assholes to him the entire fucking time, dude. They were straight up dicks to him the entire fucking time. They had 10 years to make Man of Steel. And they were just like, nah.
No, for sure.
Nah. Fucking, let's go. Just clean slate, start over. It's what it is. Just put the fucking Flash out tomorrow. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I don't know why they're waiting. Anyways, what's up? What you got?
All right, so on unrelated DC news, but in other nerdy news.
Yeah.
So they announced today so a while back they announced they're doing a Five Nights at Freddy movie.
Oh shit, did they?
Yeah, and this was like a few years ago, and I was like, whatever, I might check it out. The game always seems like the idea of the game just sounds interesting. Whatever.
Dude, thanks to Map Pack, I know the entire series. The game theory, dude, taught me everything I need to know about that series.
I might have to check that out because I'll probably never play those games.
I never played the game either, dude. I just watched every video I could find and Matt Pat talk about it.
the lore of it just seems cool, but
the lore is awesome.
They made a Nicolas Cage movie that was very similar.
I haven't watched it yet. I have a digital copy of it.
So basically,
it's like Wood something. It's something with a W, I think, or like that. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, they announced two of the people starring in the Five Nights at Freddy movie, and I'm 100% there. And
who we got?
I want to fucking watch this movie. Matthew Lillard.
Nice. I'm in.
Josh Hutcherson.
I'm in. Let's go. It's awesome, dude.
Both of those.
That's awesome.
Josh Hutcherson is awesome. And
yeah,
so
dude.
Matthew Lillard.
That's fucking awesome.
So I was like, oh, dope. But I clicked on it to see what other people were saying, and there's this top comment. Let's see if it's still there. Here it is. This is how you know, like, this person just seems like they're clearly young.
Yeah.
And all they know is Five Nights at Freddy. they're just like, what iconic roles did these two have? Just so I know if I should be hyped or not. And I'm like, what? My guy, like, you were clearly like born in like 2000 if you don't know who Matthew Lillard is. I mean, like, he was Shaggy, bro. He was in Scream. He was in
He is
like,
one of the best parts of Scream.
Yes.
Like,
like, but just seeing that, I was like, what iconic role? Like, should I be excited or not? Yes, you asshole.
Fucking
Don't
dumb.
gatekeep
Dude,
Five Nights at Freddy.
Speaking of fucking Scream, they did a fucking teaser for 6. It comes out in March.
I saw the teaser.
I haven't because I didn't watch 5 yet.
No. I saw the teaser in silence. I didn't watch a lot of it.
Okay.
And I was like, it's not set in the same city. I'm just gonna say
he's gonna take Manhattan.
Yes. And in the trailer, I was like, ooh, this might actually be really good. I'm like, I'm excited about this. I need to rewatch the originals before I watch the new one because I want to, have it all fresh in my brain.
Well, sir, it's I think you have a medium for that, do you not? This is the part where you plug your thing. We could talk about it and do it on your side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Go for it.
Actually, if you don't mind me plugging that,
knock yourself out, brother. Knock yourself out.
Cool. He's talking about my for the audio listeners, big, massive, blow up air quotes. My podcast that I do once every year and a half. Where I talk about horror movies called Horror Squid on YouTube. The easiest way to find that is Horror Squid. Type in Horror Squid Blair Witch and the channel will pop up. If you just type in Horror Squid, it's just going to be Squid Game shit because that fucked the whole thing up. Anyway.
Dude, as Talking Bull, I fucking understand. Red Bull, I'm looking at you.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, no, yeah, we should watch those and we can talk about them.
Dude, well, fucking down. Let's go. I love Scream. I watched them, I think a few months ago. I watched them all because they're good.
They're cool.
Especially those first 2.
Yeah, I remember enjoying them a lot when I was
young. Yeah, dude, they still hold up. Well, some of them do.
But there are some other movies coming out that I really want to talk about. Like, I guess this is still along like nerdy news because it's horror movies. It's a fan.
All the nerdy news you need to know, bro. Let's go. Bring whatever you want to this podcast, man.
This last year was like really good for horror movies because there's a fuck ton of good horror movies that came out, and they have this one I just saw. I was like, I just saw on Twitter the other day. I spend a lot of time on Twitter when I'm pooping. I'm just scrolling. But I feel like I've talked about it a lot today. I guess it's better than going, I was on Facebook and saw this. But,
dude, I use Twitter for almost all of the stuff we find because I follow a lot of their sites are on Twitter, so I just grab the articles from there. Culture Crave is one of the best things I subscribe to.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
Yeah, them and discussing film come up every once in a while.
Yeah, they retweet each other a lot, so I get it constantly.
Yeah, but no, there's this movie that's coming out next year in January, so it'll actually in about less than a month.
Jesus Christ.
About a month now because it comes out on the 13th. I really want to see it. It's filmed in a certain way, and it really got my interest. I don't like artsy films. I don't like A24 films, but I like films that kind of are divisive. I don't know. A lot of the time, a lot of the big time horror movies people love.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them. Like Hereditary, for example. Everyone's like, the movie's terrifying. It's blah, blah. I watched it, and I was like, there's only one movie that got me, and it was a character's I'm talking about out of the fucking left field death. Well, I was like, what the fuck? I had to rewind it multiple times because I was like, what? I didn't see that coming. But anyway, by the time the movie ended, I was like, this sucks. This movie was like very like it just I don't know, it just wasn't good. But I watched Barbarian earlier this year. Fucking love that movie.
See, that's
probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in a while.
My horror is again the big tentpoles, right? Like your Freddy's, your Jason's, your Blair Witches, your Ghostface and whatnot. I don't watch a lot of the smaller stuff, as you would say, I guess.
I recommend watching Barbarian.
Yeah.
Don't look up a trailer. Don't look up anything about it.
I'll grab a copy.
I'm telling you, go in because the trailer showed nothing. The original.
Yeah.
Trailer. And I'm not telling you it's a scary movie. it's just, it is a wild ride because where you think it's gonna start,
Yeah.
you were wrong.
Nice.
I went and saw it by myself, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh shit.
when it ended, I was like, the fuck was this movie? I'm like, that was amazing. Like, it's good. I recommend
I'll have to check it
Barbarian.
out. Yeah, keep reminding me because I don't want to forget. What was the big fucking like found footage movie the last like 5-10 years? There was like 7 or 8 of them. It came out like every Halloween.
Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, that's it. I saw the first one of that. Absolutely terrible. The most boring ass movie I've ever seen. But there's that one part at the end where that fucking little girl just gets fucking yanked and bent in half. I was like, oh shit, didn't see that coming.
In the first one?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, like the little girl fucking grabs her pigtails and shit. I was like,
That's not in the first one. I don't know what that one's from.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. I don't know. It was one of those ones. She got yanked and I was like, oh shit, Jesus Christ, it got her. Got me. But the rest of that movie was complete boring dog
I
shit.
think it was one of the later ones. I enjoyed those
I
movies.
thought it was the first one because I'm pretty sure that's the only one I ever saw. And then
Weird.
that fucking movie with the goddamn tooth fairy witch in the dark thing. Bro, man. I like that movie, and it's kind of fucked if you think about, like, just realistically thinking about that. It will fuck with you, and it did with me. But like, you just like, you have to have light on all the time because the slightest bit of darkness she'll get you.
Yeah, but that's if you look at her though.
Yeah, but like, are you not going to look at her? Like, she's right there.
I don't know.
Because I'm gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. But like, yeah, there's the scene like we're in the lighthouse and they have to jump the darkness. You're like, oh shit. It was more of a at the big Hollywood one, right? But it was very like action-y oriented kind of thing, and I don't mind those ones, but I like that one as much as people hate it. But I was like, that's like one of the last good horror movies to me that I've seen, and that was 10-15 years ago.
Talking about Darkness Falls?
Yeah. Dude, I'm old now. My time scale is like fucking
20 years ago, my guy.
I told like, so when we say like 20 years ago and we think of like Mario, right? That 20 years ago our Mario was like OG, right? 20 years Mario was like fucking GameCube. Like, that's our sliding scale is fucked.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
It's like, right? We think 20 years ago, it's actually like 35. Dude, 2 days ago, the first episode of TMNT premiered like 35 years ago. Yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah. It's the same year I was born. That's how I remember.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Old.
Yeah, old, dude. We're old. We're old. Everything we loved is old. And they keep trying to bring it back to various degrees of success. I'm looking at you, Turtles. I'm looking at you. Looking at you. I just want good Turtles, man. Is that too much to ask?
We're gonna get it.
One of those movies has to be good, right?
Fingers crossed.
Dude, why can't they just CGI the 90s suits?
I don't know, dude.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole nother tangent. I can't go on that right now.
Power Rangers did it. They've managed to various degrees to bring the OG Mighty Morphin into the current era where you see them doing acrobatics, wired shit, like wire stunts and shit to various successes.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. All right, so next week we'll talk about Miles and its trailer. We just had a lot of DC to talk about this week.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I forgot that came out.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it next week. Again, not everything has to be topical because again, I don't post this shit till Monday, so it doesn't matter. It's just our take on the nerdy news that you need to know. And now you know. Because we yelled. Well, I yelled. I yell a lot. Just want it to be good.
I kept my cool.
I don't have to. You don't have to. Bring the noise. There's a reference. There's a reference. Fuck, we're old. Anyways, this has been the Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Drock. Thanks for joining me once again. Again, his links will all be down below. Please check him out. He's awesome. I will see you guys on the next one. Adios.
Deuces.